guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought it would be really fun to do a video on explaining what the difference is between bronzing and contouring. When I first started doing makeup, I thought bronzing and contouring were the same thing. Someone was just saying it one way and another person was saying it a different way. And then the more that I was watching YouTube and seeing products, the more I would see bronzing on an actual product and then the word contouring on a different product. So it took me a long time to actually realize that they were two totally different techniques. They are similar, but they're also very different in how you apply and what kind of things you would use to get that effect. So to start off the video, I do have foundation on and my eyes done, but nothing else is on my actual face. I wanted my hair pulled back, that way you guys could see the effect of what these two techniques does to the actual face. So to get started, I'm just gonna show you guys a couple of products that I like using. Let me start off by saying the main differences between contouring and bronzing is contouring is defining your face, really accentuating cheekbones, jaw lines, shrinking forehead, shrinking something in. Bronzing, on the other hand, is just adding, pretty much it's just adding color to your face. Now, because you are using a darker color on your face when you are bronzing, you still are going to somewhat get that contoured effect, but it doesn't have to be as precise and as accurate as if you were just contouring your face. So in a nutshell, that's pretty much what the difference is between the two. So to actually get started on how to do this, like I said, I'm going to do one side I will contour, this side I will bronze. I'm going to be using different brushes. I'm going to start off with contouring first just because that one is a little bit more in depth. So to contour the face, I'm going to use the, I'm just going to use the Wet n Wild because you guys can go out and find this pretty much at any drugstore. And I'm just using a very tapered brush. This is actually a highlighting brush, but I like it because I can really get in my cheekbones and blend. Now when you are contouring, you want to be very precise with where you put this. So if you guys can see, I already have very prevalent cheekbones. You can, just looking at me, you can see where I'm already indented in. So when I contour, I keep my contour right to where you can already see the natural shadow. And my cheekbone shadow kind of ends about like right here. So that's where I usually end my contour. If you don't really know, if you're trying to make yourself look like you have sharp cheekbones, what you're going to do is generally you're going to start at the very tip of your ear and you're going to keep your brush angled. And usually that's where you're going to contour, is where that natural line from your ear down goes, okay? So if you don't have a natural indentation in your face, that is how you figure out where you're going. So I'm looking down because I got a mirror right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just very lightly start brushing this on. Now when you start blending, see how that is very already just very sharp. When you start blending your product, you always want to blend up because you don't want anything down here, you don't want any shadows coming up here. So if you are a larger forehead, you definitely will want to contour all the way across here. And what that's going to do is it's going to make your forehead appear like it is smaller. Contouring is all about creating shadows, and you really want somebody to be able to see definition to your face when you're doing makeup. So I will just, and the key to contouring is literally just blending. You blend a lot when you contour, but once you figure out the gist of what you're doing, it does not take long at all. That's usually all I do for contouring. I don't really contour my nose just because I don't feel like my nose needs it, but for the sake of the video, I will go ahead and contour the side of my nose. If you have a very wide nose, this is a trick a lot of women do. to shrink their nose, they would put an intense highlight right here and contour the sides, and it literally looks like they got a nose job, but they didn't. All they did was contour. I'm happy with my nose, so I don't generally contour my nose, but I just want you guys to be able to see how that, like I look like I have a crooked nose now, just because of how that contour made the nose. You can contour underneath your lip. This is a trick a lot of women do to make their lips look larger. I already have a very, I think, pronounced jawline, but if you really want to pronounce that more, you can take this contour, make sure you blend that because you will look weird, okay? So that is, see how this side has way more definition to it than this side. This side is like blah. But anyway, that's the cool thing about contouring, is it totally can change the shape of your face. To clean up contour, if I did a pretty good job of my contour, I won't do this step. For the face sake of the video, I will definitely show you guys what I do. Right now I'm just using the e.l.f. This is the under eye powder, but I like using this for cleaning up my contour. And then I like taking a damp beauty blender. This is the L'Oreal one, and it has the really nice pointed edge, and I'm just dipping it in the powder. What you're gonna do, and you want this to be pretty thick, this powder, and I'm just going to put this literally right underneath where I contoured, and what this is gonna do is just really gonna clean up if I messed up a little bit, and it's really going to just make that contour pop even more. So I'm gonna let that sit just a little bit. But you can see this side of my face, way more definition than this side. Just way more, okay? To bronzing, I am using that Milani Baked Bronzer. This is my most favorite brush for bronzing. This is just the It Cosmetics Buffing Mineral Powder Brush. I swear this is the best brush for bronzing. It's just very poofy and just, I love it. It's expensive, but it's the best brush. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking this, dabbing it in there. It's the same concept. You don't want to just take your bronzer and just like start swirling all over your face. You can if you want, but if you want to look like a normal human being, I generally try to start, but I am not perfect with it. And I will try, I definitely keep my bronzer on my cheeks, because when you are sitting in the sun and you end up with a sunburn, where do you get burned or tan, whatever? You get sun right here, okay? Get it on your nose, and you get it right here on the top of your head. You don't really get burnt anywhere else on your face. You don't get crazy burnt on your neck. So when you're bronzing, that's a really good way of remembering it, is where do I get sun on my face? That's where you want to put your bronzer. So I'm putting this, I will put this on my nose. And you see how I'm just like, I'm not perfect with this at all. I will put this up on my forehead. And I'm not keeping this precise. It's just a whole lot easier to do than contouring. And you can see how it adds color to my face, but I still have a little bit of dimension, but it's a whole lot more natural looking. Still adds dimension to my face, but it's a whole lot more just kissed by the sun type look. So then what I will do is I will take this just so that I somewhat look natural. I will not go all the way down my neck. When you're contouring, you can go down your neck, and what contouring down your neck does is it makes your neck look longer. When I'm bronzing, I don't usually like to do it on my neck, because when I sit in the sun, I don't get burnt on my neck, but I do get burnt on my chest. So if I'm wearing a lower shirt or I'm wanting to look cute, whatever, I will take my bronzer and I will put a little bit on my neck. That way I look uniform. I don't know if you can actually tell the difference. And then what you can do is you can highlight your collarbones, and it just makes you look really kissed by the sun and dewy and just really pretty. And that's it for bronzing. Like seriously, what I would do after this is I would put a little bit of a blush on, and I would walk out the door. And you can see a big difference, in my opinion. I'm looking at myself obviously I'm looking at myself. But when I'm looking at myself, this side of my face looks way skinnier than this side of my face. Both techniques are good. Both techniques are, you just do it based upon what you want to do. If you want to really make your face features pronounced, you're going to contour. If you're just wanting to add color to your face and look like you've been out in the sun so you don't look like you've seen a ghost, bronzing is the way to go. So that is the difference between the bronzing and the contouring. This is just another look at what the difference is. And yeah, anyway, I hope you guys really liked this video. I hope it helped explain what the difference is and how to actually do it. That way when you guys sit down and do your makeup, it's easy for you to know what you're doing. That way you don't have to go and sit and research 500 million YouTube videos to figure out what you're doing. Anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, why not? Click that subscribe button and become part of my YouTube family. And remember guys, there is only one you in this world. So put the you in beautiful. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.